Alright, so this video is about removing and replacing this blower motor right here on a 2001 F250 with a 7.3 liter diesel. So issues it's been having is I'll be inside the cab, truck's running, AC was working great, got really cold air, everything's working properly. Then all of a sudden turn the knob to get a higher fan speed and no bueno, totally stopped working, kaput. So a general rule of thumb is to first check your resistor for your blower resistor, which actually you can see it right there. That is your resistor. You can see it's nice and pink because that's a brand new one that I put in there. And generally you don't see exposed wires like that because it's got a plastic cap that those wires sit inside, and they all slide together nice and pretty. But mine broke, so I just pulled the wires out of the plastic housing from the harness and just slid those things right up on there, beat on it, tapped on it, put tons of corrosion cleaner, all sorts of different things to try to get a good connection. Never could work. Still stuck with the same result. So now I am going to take off the blower and run it to AutoZone here and have them test it out for me. You can get a new blower for about 50 bucks. So to first get to the blower, you're going to need to remove this vacuum pump right here. To remove this guy right here, we got to unhook this harness, and we're going to have to get rid of, let's see, not rid of, but undo this bolt there, and then there's another bolt down in there. You have to see that bolt, and then another one. Well, it's down in there. You'll find it. There's two of them. So that's going to bracket on. Oh, there you can see it now. Right there. That one and that one. Those two. So that will. This whole pump sits on the bracket. That'll take the bracket off. You'll be able to remove the bracket once those are undone. Alright, so we got the vacuum pump off here. Here's our bolts. Make sure you do not lose those right there. You'll notice right here, this is the, I guess what's called the bin. This is the tube that goes, little nipple, that goes to the bin. And that is this guy right here. So that just slips right on off. Mine wasn't dry rotted or anything, and it's pretty snug on there, so just pull that off. I would, now that I know that it comes off, I would recommend pulling this off before you try to unbolt this thing, because that definitely got in the way. Also, this top bolt here, which is this bolt hole here. So this bolt hole that was somewhere in there, right there, I would undo it first, because that enables you to drop this pedestal down like that a little bit once this bolt is loose, and that helps greatly to get that ratchet down in here on that other 10mm bolt. So now we got that off. One more tip. Kind of forgot that this cowboy does go straight to the starter. So I would highly recommend you to disconnect your batteries, because if you don't, you might need to go change your pants in the middle of this job, kind of like I just did, and it absolutely scared the shit out of me whenever that wrench arced on those two pegs. So you will definitely be hitting those two pegs when you're going for that bolt that's down on there. So I would, unless you just want to play a prank on somebody and that's got a pacemaker or something, that's kind of a bad joke, but definitely disconnect your batteries, because you'll be sending sparks everywhere. Alright, next step, pull this cowboy on out of here. This little hose pops right off. That's just a clean out hose, I believe. I hope. I hope. I've seen videos of guys pulling this thing out, and let's see here, there we go. Bam! There's my blower. Not bad at all. I recently saw a video of a guy doing one of these on a car or truck, and there was a rat inside there, and it was all kinds of chewed up because he went on a camping trip, and rat decided to go up in a little squirrel cage and nailed him. So anyway, we got that undone, and really, if you look down in there, it is not dirty at all. And this truck is 17 years old. So hopefully that's the case. There's certainly some dust and such in there, but let me get in there and take a peek around. Yep. Not bad. So I can clean that out. Might as well. Put a dead rat in there. Yeah, so now time to get this cowboy tested. And then if it doesn't work, I know that's my culprit. And I will be putting that back in that hole, bolting it back up, and we'll see if it works at the dash. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, went and bought the part. Went ahead and bought the entire assembly for the blower motor. Took it to AutoZone, and apparently they're not cool like they used to be, and don't test stuff for you. So managed to get them to hook it up to a battery. The blower motor I did have, took it in there, made sure we had a pretty good hold of it. Put the alligator clamps on there, and nothing, like not at all. Put this one on there, and boy, it was like Tasmanian devil. So I'm really excited to put this cowboy in here. So I'll have to hold on to the steering wheel to not get blown away whenever this gets mounted up. So now we just go in reverse order. We're going to shove this cowboy right back up in there. Got our grommet, put that on, line all the holes up, and just walk it backward. And shouldn't take more than about 10-15 minutes, and then it's vodka time. Alright, got the new blower motor mounted in there. All my bolts, or screws rather, put back in there. Harness is back on. I'm pretty excited. Let's see what happens. Turn that to off. There's a key on here somewhere. Ooh, look at there, baby! Oh yeah. Look at there. Oh yeah. Bam! Oh! That's what I'm talking about! Alright. So now we just gotta hook back up the vacuum pump. Make sure we disconnect those. Bolt that sucker back in there, and we're hot to trot. Or rather, we're gonna be pretty cool to trot. So, alright, that's how you do it, guys.